We're going to start in a plank position. Nice flat back. We're going to bring one foot up to the outside of the hand, drop the elbow on the same side to increase that stretch, and reach up to the ceiling. Then bring that hand down to the floor. Now reach up the other hand, turning outwards. It's a bit harder. Bringing that hand down to the floor. Next, we're going to drop the knee of the back leg just to the floor, and then push up into a hip flexor stretch. Just going to lift the arms to increase that stretch, pull the shoulder blades down, lower the arms, and now sit back. So now the front leg goes into a hamstring stretch. You can hold the toes if you want. Coming back up, and now that front leg is going to tuck underneath, and we're going to do a glute stretch. So from here we're going to lean forward for that glute stretch, come back up. We're going to lean over towards the toe side for a slightly different angle, and then we're going to lean over towards the knee and come back up. And then hands in a plank position. We're going to go into a down dog, so that's feet apart. Going to drop the heels for a calf stretch, and you can walk the hands back if you want, just to increase that stretch. Push the head through the arms and walk forward back into a plank. And now we're going to do the other leg. So leg comes up, dropping the elbow on the same side to increase that stretch, and reaching up to the ceiling, stretching the outside of the hip, bringing the hand down and doing the other side. Definitely a bit harder to open up on this side, so don't worry if you can't open up all the way. Now we're dropping the back knee, pushing up into a hip flexor stretch, and lifting the arms. And next we're going to bring the arms back down, sit back. So we're now stretching the hamstring of the front leg. You can grab those toes if you want. And now the glute. So we're going to adopt the plank position, tuck that front leg underneath us, and then lean forward all the way to the floor to get a good glute stretch. Come back up now towards the foot. And now towards the knee. Now we're going to go into our down dog stretch. So bum up in the air. Drop the heels for the calf stretch. Walk back a little bit if you want. And then returning back into a plank position. And now we're ready to start again. So if you do this kind of pace, if you do 3 rounds, that's going to be around about 10 minutes. Do as many rounds as you like. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the whole thing from the front as well, so you can get a slightly better view of all of the movements. So here we go from the front. So we're bringing the leg up, dropping the elbow on the same side, then lifting that hand to the ceiling, coming back down, and then lifting the other hand, really trying to turn out as much as possible, then dropping the back knee and pushing up into a hip flexor stretch. And you can hold these positions for as long as you like. I like to sort of keep moving every couple of seconds. Sitting back into the hamstring stretch. Grab the toe for balance, then coming forward, tucking that front knee right underneath you for a glute stretch. So lean straight forward first of all, and then over the foot, and over the knee, back to centre, and now we're going to go into our down dog. So feet wide, drop the heels to get a calf stretch, walk the hands back, increase that stretch. And now we're ready to do the other leg. So foot up, drop the elbow to the floor, reach up to the ceiling, hand down, reach up the other side, really try to open up. And then back down, drop the back knee, push up into hip flexor stretch. This should all be flowing quite nicely now. Reach up to the ceiling. And now we're going to push the hips back, straighten the front leg, so stretching the hamstring. And then we're going to do the glutes of that leg as well. See if you can get the knee underneath you. Doesn't matter if you can't get it all the way, just go as far as you can. Leaning forward to increase that stretch, and then over the foot, and then to the other side over the knee. And then back into that down dog position for the calf stretch, walking the hands back, and then back into plank, and that's the end of that round. So now I'm going to show you another flow that you can do on the end of this. This one is for the upper back, the postural muscles. And so just checking the space that I've got available there, you're going to need a sort of full arm's length either side of you if possible. So starting with hands either side of shoulders, body relaxed, and you're going to push up into a cobra. And when you push up, keep your lower back and legs relaxed. So you're using your arms to push up, not trying to use your glutes or lower back muscles, so keep those relaxed and push up. So keep your hips in contact with the floor. This is a really good one for the lower back. We've been getting backache from too much sitting. And now move your hands up into a W shape, and you're going to lift and squeeze. Just got my forehead resting on the floor. The key here is to pull your shoulder blades back and down. You don't want them to be hunched up in any way, so pull them back and down, squeeze at the top. Then extend your arms. This is where you're going to need the space. Keep the arms straight and circle all the way back 180 degrees until you touch your thigh, or as close as you can get. Keeping the hands off the floor, so they're just about an inch off the floor, and keeping the shoulder blades pulled back and down throughout. And then we start again, so we're back to our cobras. So keeping the lower back relaxed, and just push up. So this little sequence of movements, this can be done before or after. So this might be a good warm-up actually for the leg flow, especially if you are feeling stiff in the upper body. The key with these movements is to keep the shoulder blades pulled back and down, kind of anti-hunching, anti-desk computer kind of workout. So keep the arms straight, move nice and controlled. So in this demonstration I've done 5 reps of each of the 3 exercises, just to keep the video at a reasonable length. I think it's probably better to do 10, maybe even 15 reps of each. Depends how much time you have. 5 reps is fine. But if you do have the time, then 3 sets of 10 of each exercise. is probably best. This is my final round. Squeezing hard at the top of the movement there. And then reaching up. For some people this might be quite hard, but just do as much range of motion as you can. Really try and keep the arms straight. It's hardest at the top, keeping the arms straight. And relax.